Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to Action Media Reviews. Today, we are going to check out this kit from Gridiron Studios for the Riot gear. The Riot shield with the warhead. I'm going to put this on a Cobra officer. I actually just got this Cobra officer back. This was an eBay return. So, all of my classified figures, regular series figures, most people open these. And I ship them in a poly bag. Yeah, you can get dinged corners, but these are people that don't care about the boxes. The buyers do not care about the boxes. They only care about what's inside because they're opening it up anyway. And in the description, I very, very clearly state, I'm a collector. I keep boxed stuff, and I like my boxes to be in good shape. So, in the description, it states very clearly, this figure will ship in a poly bag unless you request a box. If you buy from me, all you have to do is message me and let me know that you want a box. Nobody has had any kind of issue with this at all, and I've sold a ton of classified figures like this. For me, I include shipping. Shipping is free for my buyers, and it's the difference between first class and priority. First class, poly bag. Priority gets a box. So this has worked out really well for me. So I shipped this out in a poly bag. It was actually a couple of days after the buyer had ordered, and it was over a weekend. I ship it out, and he messaged me being a complete ass about how I shipped it in a poly bag. I said, dude, if you would have looked at it, if you had just looked, it very clearly stated in the description that it ships in a poly bag unless you request a box. I'm perfectly fine with shipping in boxes. Some people have requested it, and it's great. It works out fine. And my feedback reflects the type of seller that I am. I have 99.9% positive feedback with a ton of great reviews from people who have bought from me. But this guy seemed adamant about how horrible of a seller I am and wanted to just completely go off about the fact that this shipped in a poly bag. And, you know, whatever. You know, I would have just refunded him immediately. One figure sale is not going to make or break me, and if it does, then there's a much bigger problem. But the way that he approached it, he just kept hammering and hammering and hammering. I said, you do what you need to do. File a claim, keep it. I don't care. So he ended up going ahead and getting eBay involved, and it took him much, much longer to get it resolved than what it would have taken for him to just say, hey, man, I didn't read the description, didn't realize it was shipping in a poly bag. Can I return it? And I would have said, yeah, sure, no problem. Would you like to exchange it? I'll send you another one. Or I'll just refund you. And it would not have been a problem at all. But just whenever you're dealing with people on eBay, or in face-to-face, real-life toy shows, whatever, just try to be a little bit considerate. Be nice to people, and you'll get a whole lot farther with what you're trying to get. Anyway, we're going to pop this guy out and check out this new Gridiron Studios kit. It looks awesome in the package. I have not yet opened this kit, but I think that it's going to go great with the officer and look really good with the Riot Trooper that I already have. Since this guy is so badly damaged, this is the one that we're going to use. It's not really damaged at all if you're an opener. Like, I mean, I get it. I wouldn't want to have something shipped like that if I was a mint in box collector. But whenever I buy something on eBay, I also read the description. Gonna pop this guy out off camera. This is just standard Cobra officer. Already got him geared up. His accessories will be bagged up. Pop the head off because this does include a head. It's not just a helmet, it's an actual head. These are actually called warheads on their site, so here's a good close-up look of this piece. That is a 3D resin printed head, and you can see that the socket will actually accommodate the neck ball. I don't think that it's going to be overly tight fitting, but there should be a noticeable pop with a positive engagement. I said it wasn't going to be tight fitting, and then it comes out to be tight fitting. So there we go. It's nice and snug. They did a really good job with being able to, with making these so that the head actually pops on. I've gotten 3D printed heads before that just kind of set on the neck ball, and I don't like those because they can fall off. Or you have to use some kind of putty or something. These, you just pop right on. So what I would love to see is for Gridiron Studios to make more custom heads like this that pop onto the neck ball. I think that's an awesome feature. It's definitely a draw for me. So here's the officer with the warheads gas mask head on. The blue is not an exact match, but it's pretty close. And then we have the Riot shield. Check this out. This is actually a grid, like a mesh. You can see my finger through that. And you have the black, the blue. It's going to be a really good match for that figure. On the back, you have the knife sheath, affixed with 3M. And you can actually pull that knife right out of there. There's a better close-up view. You could probably do a paint app on that. That's a pretty nice, neat little feature that they've added on here. I didn't realize it came with the knife. And then on the other side, you have the classically styled baton. Check that out. And it's just a police-style baton, but the shield is made so that it stows right there. I love that feature on these Gridiron Studios kits. Next, we have the guns provided with the kit. You have the Street Sweeper, and you get an MP5. Is the magazine removable? It appears as though, yes, the magazine is removable from the MP5. The MP5 is probably what I'm going to put onto the figure with the included, and I tried to find these for other figures just to buy like a pack of these black rubber bands, and it seems like I can't find exactly what I'm looking for. But they did include one black rubber band to use as a sling for whichever weapon you decide to equip him with. I don't know, the Street Sweeper is pretty cool. I might actually, that does have a rotating cylinder there as well. That's a nice, neat little feature of the Street Sweeper. It's not a Street Sweeper. That's a grenade launcher. A Street Sweeper is a shotgun. This is a full-on grenade launcher. I don't know why I immediately thought Street Sweeper, but this is a grenade launcher. So, but I'll get him geared up and give you a view of all that. Riot shield in place with the grenade launcher, MP5 slung around his back, which I could actually get rid of that AK mag if he's not going to be carrying that. I may strap up the AK and put on him instead of the MP5. But all around, changes the total look of the figure, and I love it. I think that this is a great set. And we'll pop this out of his hand here. And we could put something different there. The only thing that I can say is a negative about this set that I wish they would have done differently. I wish they would have put a swivel here. A swivel on this part so that it could rotate would be great, because it just doesn't set completely right being up and down, or being fixed as it is. So it's kind of a down to the side type of thing here, and doesn't really want to come around to the front. It would be great if it came around to the front straight up and down vertical with the figure's body. A swivel would really help out in that aspect, but it's still a very cool accessory. And by a swivel, I mean like the Alley Viper shield is set up. I think, yeah, it's still going to look really good in a package. So, but I'll figure out what gear to put with him and whatnot, and get him in a clamshell case. But I do like these accessories that they include. The grenade launcher is not necessarily my favorite one, but I do love these MP5s. I think they look fantastic. They're very detailed, and he does come with that AK with the extra magazine and the the light mounted on the gas tube rail. So I may set him up with that AK, but being kind of a Riot trooper, it seems that he would need more something subcal, a subcal carbine type of weapon. So some more MP5 magazines and pouches to hold those magazines would also look pretty cool on this figure, I think. Here he is in the clamshell case. I'm waiting on prints, so I don't have a Cobra card back to go with this guy just yet, but I will, and he'll look great hanging on the wall or taken down and, you know, messed with for photos. If anyone is interested, I will post a link to this kit in the description to the video. Be sure to check out the description for links to other stuff. Hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, so you get notified when I got away from myself. So you get notified whenever I post new content, which I plan to post a lot of new content coming here soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Yooo Joe, or Cobra!